Konnichiwa, friends. In my last video, I said that I had made some pretty ambitious targets for myself, that I was going to do a lot of exercises at the beginning of the year to get myself primed to have a really productive year and really take my fitness and my weight loss and my attempts at being healthier to the next level. I don't know. It's not a level. It's a process, whatever. I don't know. But I was struggling. I'm still struggling, but I was struggling. And I don't know. I think that's all right. I think everyone struggles, and I'm not going to be upset about it. So what I really want to talk about today is what's happened and some of the ways that things haven't gone the way that I wanted. And then I want to talk about how I'm getting everything back on track and getting things where I do want them, and how I think that I can leverage this to be even better than I had anticipated. So that's what I'm going to talk about. And maybe this will help some people out there who feel like things have not gone the way that they wanted so far, and they're not feeling super great about it. There's no reason for that. You never really fail until you give up. So don't give up. I think it would be easy for me to say that I have failed in my New Year's resolution, but I don't think that I have, and I don't think that anyone can say that they have failed when we are still just in the tail end of January. All right, so first off, I told everyone that I traveled at the end of the year, and I wanted to exercise while I was traveling. I knew that I was going to be eating a lot. I knew that I was going to be drinking and relaxing, so I did want to do some exercise. Unfortunately, I felt like an absolute bag of trash for most of my time off at the end of the year. I felt really tired. My stomach bothered me. Been through all this before. That's where I was. And that took me through the end of the year and into the beginning of this year. I went back to work at the beginning of January, and the first week back at work, I started exercising again, and things were okay. But very quickly, work became really stressful, really busy. When I got to the end of each day, when I was supposed to exercise, go outside and run, just not happening. I was stressed out. I was tired. I wasn't doing it. So that's where I left off last time. My job is still stressful. It's just really busy and stressful, and I think it would be really easy for me to just think that I'm stressed out, so it's okay if I eat whatever I want, and it's okay if I don't exercise, and it would be okay, but that's not what I want to do. Had to think about what I'm doing, where I want to be, and why I'm doing it. For me, the reasons that I'm doing what I'm doing is pretty simple. I am worried about my health. Like I said before, my I've got high blood pressure and my triglycerides are terrible, and I'm worried about my heart health. I'm significantly overweight, so I'm worried about my health. I want to fix my health. I also just want to look better and I want to feel better. And I know that if I am in better shape and if I look better, I will feel better. So that's what I'm trying to do. So I just needed to really reconfirm those things with myself so that I could think about what to do with my exercise and with my diet. Big thing for me was to think about how I could just get small wins. And the first thing I did was meal prepping. It's great, it's easy, it's really small, simple victory to just have that ready for myself. The next thing is, at the end of last year, I started doing weight training and strength training, but I didn't really do any running, and I knew that I needed to start running again. The thing is, though, it's cold outside, and I don't like the cold. It's also really dry, so being cold and dry when I go running, I feel like it's really hard to breathe, and my little tiny ears start to hurt, and I don't like that. I don't like it at all. So I didn't really want to do it. But something that's really easy is to just go do sprints. I live pretty close to the Olympic Stadium, so I can just go over to the Olympic Stadium, which is literally a 3-minute walk from my apartment, and I can do sprints around the Olympic Stadium. It's really easy and it's great. It accomplishes what I want to accomplish. It's really simple cardio that's good for my heart. It's helping me to build up my strength in breathing so that when I want to start doing longer runs, my breathing will be just that much better. It's building up the strength in my legs. And I think that by doing sprints, it's maybe burning more calories in a shorter amount of time. I don't know if that's true, but you don't need to check. You can just take my word for it. So that's what I started doing, was sprints. For the exercises that I'm doing outside of that for strength, I made myself a calendar with exercises, and they're pretty simple. The exercises that I do, on most days it's maybe 4 exercises, 3 sets each. It takes me 20-30 minutes to just get everything done. It's really easy. So that's what I'm doing. Those things make me feel good. It feels like I'm being productive, but it's also not taking a huge amount of time out of my day. It doesn't take a huge amount of effort for me to do them because they are pretty simple, pretty fast. So I think building those things up, again, simple wins. So I guess next what I would like to talk about is some of the other kind of small tips or tricks that I've been trying to incorporate so that I can be successful. Like I said, number 1, meal prepping. Really easy, just make simple things, have that prepped. You don't have to worry about it later, you don't have to think about it later, and you can feel pretty comfortable that you're eating pretty, healthfully. I know what exercises I'm going to do ahead of time because I made myself a calendar, and I did it actually by just using AI on the internet. I just said, I've got this equipment, this is the kind of exercise I have been doing, this is the sort of weight that I've been doing. Can you come up with a simple 5-day exercise plan for me that's going to work my whole body and help me to improve strength and lose weight? Did that, had it make the calendar for me and everything. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Again, I don't mind running at all. I just don't like the cold. I don't want to go out in the cold. So when I finish work and I know that I've got to go running, that's one of the most challenging things for me. So what I've been doing is I just put my exercise clothes out on my bed. So I finish work, come home, go to take off my work clothes, and there's my exercise clothes right there. Once I put them on, I don't know, I feel like I'd be an idiot to not go and exercise at that point. So it's just really easy to do that. The other thing is just having, I guess, the right mindset. For me, it's just been, I know that I want to do these things. I know I want to lose weight. I know I want to feel better. I know I want to look better. So I know I have to do them, and I have to do them eventually. So it's easiest for me to just think that, you know, it's not going to be any easier tomorrow than it is today. So I think for anyone else, think about what works for you. What's going to help you make things easier, and that's it. So again, I'm just setting up simple systems for myself, so I don't have to think about things. It's as easy as it can possibly be, and then I just go and do it. And once I do it, I feel really good about having done it. That's it. So not really any tricks or anything, it's just doing it. So that's it. Like I said, I think a lot of people get to this point in the year, end of January, and you think that you've failed your New Year's resolution or your New Year's goal or whatever, and maybe the wheels have completely fallen off. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. First off, a year is not really just some linear thing. Like it's all a big circle. We get to the end of the year and we go back to the beginning. So it's not like it's too late to just start. So just think about what works for you, what's simple, give it a go. So maybe I'm a little bit preachy today, and I'm really sorry about that, but also you're welcome, because I'm really, giving sage advice here. So you're welcome. Anyways, thank you very much for joining me once again, and I will see you all next time. Bye.